Okie dokie. Hey, hi, hello. Welcome back, Alexandrian Codex, American History Mod. Let's talk about the 48ers. The 48ers were Europeans who participated in or supported the revolutions of 1848 that swept Europe. Many would grow disappointed at the failures of the revolutions and would immigrate to the United States to start new lives abroad. These immigrants were generally politically active, well-educated, and wealthy. These folks were actually hugely impactful on the fate of the United States. In the Civil War, something about 10% of the soldiers of the Union had come from Germany, were German-born. There are major cultural hubs throughout the Midwest, particularly in Milwaukee, in Cincinnati, all throughout Ohio, Wisconsin, etc., of German and other cultures. Most of these folks who came over were predominantly liberal, very progressive, very politically active, and quite opposed to slavery. There were a few in the South. Galveston, Texas was actually a major port for them immigrating into the country. And there are, politicians, artists, scientists, major economic figures, inventors, business leaders, etc., who immigrated to the country as a result of these revolutions. So I know if you play in Europe, you get events that are like, oh, the Springtime of Nations, I think is what the event is called. But in the United States, you never got a corresponding event to be like, hey, yo, shit's happening in Europe. So this is basically it. It essentially just acts as a gold rush. It lasts for the same amount of time. It doesn't add gold or anything. It just boosts immigrant attraction. And all existing North and South German pops in the United States become more liberal. Not by much, only 10% more liberal. But, it's noticeable when, if we have to sort by population here, United States, North and South German, they exist, right? In Columbus, St. Louis, Indianapolis, they exist in the thousands, yeah. And they're noteworthy because they exist in the thousands, but they're a blip. They're absolutely a blip. Do we only have North German? Yeah, only North German. No South Germans allowed in the United States. Weird. I think that's probably just convenience of coding type thing, more than being too specific about it. But yeah, that's it. That's all that's added in with the 48ers. It's a bit of a boost for the United States. Not a huge one, just a little kick in the butt. I will think about adding events for particular individuals from the 48ers who were specifically noteworthy, but yeah. I think all told, something about 4,000 German exiles arrived to the United States immediately in 1848. Something like 30,000 would eventually end up settling in Ohio alone by the 1860s. So this is a major event and major trend, getting momentum of people moving to the US. So some sort of token mention seems worthwhile. Yeah, mechanically not the most earth-shaking thing, but I thought it worth a mention, and it's probably the last thing I'm doing tonight, so that's why I'm mentioning it. I'm gonna clean up the code, gonna upload a new build to GitHub, and that's that. So until later, I'm gonna say toodaloo, take care, see you then, bye.